back to yet another fantastic episode of Pork Puck Hockey, where we talk hockey and only hockey. I'm your host, JBACS, back here for yet what we have is a shorter episode today. Not as much news going on in this past week, but it's the special episode here as it's Easter weekend, so happy Easter to those who partake in those festivities. We're going to get her started off here with the injury report. Short and sweet this week, not too many injuries going on, but a tough one to watch. Aaron Ekblad of the Florida Panthers suffered a gruesome fractured leg. Basically a non-contact thing where he kind of just hit a rut in the ice and tweaked that leg pretty good. So tough to see. He's going to be out for the season with a 12-week recovery time on that, as surgery was required to repair it. So tough blow for the Panthers, as they were playing pretty good hockey and lose one of their best players and solid defenseman, Aaron Ekblad. Another tough blow for the Panthers, Anthony Duclair. He's considered I'd say a week-to-week injury at this point. At least a week he's going to be out, as he took a tough crash into the boards. In this game, I believe that might have been the same game, if not the game after the Ekblad injury. He hit the boards pretty hard, shoulder first it seemed. So another tough blow for the Florida Panthers here, as two of their solid scorers, not forwards, one forward, one defense, but solid scorers, now out, and they were just getting Bobrovsky to play pretty hot, and man, tough times in Florida right now as they were turning their season in the right direction. Elias Peterson, again, we could have that conversation all day long, but he is still battling an upper body injury, and it's okay, as the Canucks are not playing right now, so they have had some COVID positives, which has postponed at least their next 3 games, if not more. So good for Pettersson, as he gets to recover possibly and get back on the ice and hopefully help the Canucks to score some goals here. And as I said, they're out with at least the next 3 games, so COVID's still very much a thing, and it probably will be in this league and all other sports at this point, as it's going to cause cancellations and lots of interesting thoughts, but they plan on rescheduling all these games for now, so we'll see. Connor McDavid, he was in the news this week as not a goal-scoring news, but he was actually talks of being suspended for elbowing Kotkaniemi of the Montreal Canadiens. Pretty bad elbow, and lots of people were thinking that it was going to be a suspension, but being he is not a repeat offender, McDavid only saw a $5,000 fine, so interesting to keep an eye on to see if he ever gets a suspension. Next up, an actual suspension. Chandler Stevenson of the Vegas Golden Knights has been suspended for 3 games for elbowing Tobias Bjornfot of the Los Angeles Kings. It's been an interesting referee season, from suspensions to fines to a ref actually being fired. So very interesting on the player safety side of things here. And again, we see 2 elbows, one deserving a suspension and one only a fine. It's kind of like, I guess they break down the videos and determine how bad it actually was. Congratulations to Thatcher Demko, who has signed a 5-year, $5 million extension to play for the Vancouver Canucks. This is interesting, as they just brought in Braden Holtby this year and now have extended a goaltender who will compete with him, and the expansion draft's coming up, so Holtby might be heading out to Seattle and becoming the goaltender in Washington State and playing for the Kraken. Pretty cool here. A lot of college players, now that their seasons are over, and they have signed some entry-level contracts to play for their respective teams that have drafted them. Cole Caulfield, one of the big names, is from college hockey, has signed his deal and set to get going here. He thinks he's going to probably play in the AHL to start, but I'd see him being an NHLer right away. So interesting to see, and we'll see where the rest of these guys end up. The Philadelphia Flyers have placed Shane Gostisbehere on waivers, and he actually cleared them just yesterday. But very interesting. Gostisbehere was one of those guys that they brought in to kind of backstop the defense there and play some good hockey. But with him out, and he was being a healthy scratch and just not playing to his optimal play. So he's going to be down on the minors, and it's also interesting, wondering if their Flyers are clearing some cap space to make a big trade. The trade deadline approaching very quickly here this month, and it's just how it is. So we'll see what happens there, see if the Flyers make a move. Congratulations to David Savard. He scored his first goal in exactly 2 years to the date. He was a Columbus Blue Jacket, but he had a rough go there, faced some adversity, and finally put the puck back to the back of the net. And congrats to him. Took 2 years to get back in the scoring column, but hey, sometimes hockey's a funny game, and it just doesn't go your way. The Sabres have finally broken their streak. Yes, we know. We were thinking they would lose every game for the rest of the year. But they snapped their 18-game skid with a win against the Philadelphia Flyers. But they go back to their losing ways in the next game. So it's tough in Buffalo, but hey, finally they broke that streak. That's what's good. Hey, we had a small trade between the Kings and the Ottawa Senators. The Senators will get Mike Amadio, and the Kings get Christian Wolanin. Some younger players in their mid-20s, but haven't really made quite the name for themselves yet. So kind of a minor league deal there, if you will, but maybe some younger talent that can help each team out in their respective ways. The Predators, the Nashville Predators, they have been hot. They have won 6 in a row and then just actually lost their last game, but they have climbed the standings and found themselves back into playoff contention here. So we'll see how they do. And they actually took Ryan Ellis off of their trade block, it looks like. So we'll see. It's a very interesting hockey season. So we're going to go over and take a look at the old stats and standings, as always, for Bacon's Rundown, and we'll hear from our sponsors. McDavid leads the way with 63 points. Still no change there. Draisaitl, 54. Patrick Kane, 49. Mitchell Marner, 46. And Mark Scheifele, 44. Our NHL goal leader is Austin Matthews, 24. Connor McDavid, 21. Mikko Rantanen, 21. Leon Draisaitl, 19. Alex DeBrincat, 19. But hey, Mr. Ovi is climbing the ranks there. He's 18 goals, 6 out of the lead. We'll see if Matthews gets any competition from him, but McDavid's still right there with 3 behind. McDavid, 42 assists. Patrick Kane, 36. Leon Draisaitl, 35. Mitch Marner, 33. And Nathan MacKinnon, 30 assists. The goaltenders, Peter Mrazek, GAA of .99. Jack Campbell, 1.41. Philip Grubauer, 1.78. Round up top 3 of GAA. Save percentage, Peter Mrazek, .955. Jack Campbell, .948. And Philip Gustafsson, .946 are the top 3. Philip Grubauer leading the way with 5 shutouts. Marc-Andre Fleury with 4. And Andrei Vasilevsky with 3. And Semyon Varlamov with 3. Rookies, Kirill Kaprizov with 30 points. Jason Robertson, 23. Josh Norris, 19. Top 3. Goals, Kaprizov, 13. P.S. Suter, 11. Eli Tolvanen, 9. Oliver Wahlstrom, 9 are your top 3 there. Kaprizov, 17 assists. Ty Smith, 17. Jason Robinson, 15. And Tim Stützle with 13. So let's go take a look at the standings real quick here. Tampa Bay leads the Central, 52 points. Florida 52 points, Carolina 51, and there's Nashville and Chicago with 39 each. The West, Colorado 50, Vegas 50, Minnesota 46, St. Louis 38. The East, a three-way tie on the top pretty much. Washington, New York Islanders, and Pittsburgh all 50 points each. Boston 41, the Philadelphia Flyers with 38, the Rangers with 38 fighting for that fourth spot. The North Division, Toronto 49, Winnipeg 46, Edmonton 45, Montreal 41. So that's what I got for you today, but we're going to give a quick shout out to our boys over at Gently Poured Candles. If you want to check them out, here's their website. Also tag their Instagram, but they are the official Sense of Pork Puck Hockey. And we'd like to give a thank you to our music sponsors for our sweet intros, Sunreaver and Voidmaster. They actually just got some new music out today on some streaming services, so if you're looking for them, their Instagrams will be tagged in this video as well. And that's what I got. JBACS out until next time.